Hello, sir. He is coming on in from Texas. Okay, we are at the top of the hour, family. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, thank you all so very much for attending our Get Fit Mining Global presentation. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this afternoon. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is being used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 6 years, he dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share his information with the masses, and he did this by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you, Miss Costa, for that introduction, and happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you guys are ready to have a great and enjoyable weekend. This is for us in the United States. We call this Memorial Day weekend for Memorial Day on Monday. So take the time to reflect on what that actually means, and not just, barbecues and pool parties and whatnot. But it also signifies, kind of the beginning of the summertime as we're getting ready for it. And for us sports players, NBA playoffs, championships. So with that, welcome everybody this Saturday morning. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. As Ms. Costa said, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I'm the founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy. I teach crypto education for a living, but as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So this morning, I promise you, we are going to keep this short because we have a lot of information. There was a new announcement that was made yesterday that we have been waiting for the next development of this project, this smart contract. I just shared it with our private community on our crypto talk this morning. So at the end of this call, we actually will have the guest, the creator of GetFit Mining, has a special announcement that she wants to show to all of you guys that what's going to be getting ready for after our promo ends for June 9th. So there's a couple of reasons why you're going to want to stick around to the end. One, recognition. I love giving recognition. Two, we're going to be giving minor giveaways, and Ms. Casa already told you guys the stipulations for that. So who likes free stuff? And three, we've got a major announcement from the creator of GetFit Mining, all happening at the end. So let's jump on into this. And as I stated, that I am the founder and CEO of a crypto education company. So what in the world am I doing talking about health and wellness? Why am I even here? Because it doesn't seem to match. Well, in 2017, I did learn something when I started my crypto journey. I learned that blockchain technology is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today. Whether you like it or not, believe it or not, trust it or not, your privileged information is this is happening regardless. You have no choice. However, fast forward to today, that means the health and wellness industry is also not immune to this. It is also going to be impacted, and it's going to be impacted for the better. In my crypto courses, we talk about how blockchain is going to impact health from doctors and your private identity and all of that. But what about the health and wellness industry as a whole? There are so many companies out there that love to promote health and wellness and fitness, and also selling products that can be supplements to improve your healthy lifestyle. And even though I might be on crypto, I'm no stranger to health and wellness. I've been in this industry as well. I made a lot of money in this industry. I was the vice president of sales and marketing for a health and wellness company, and I was even the voice of a health and wellness company in North America not too long ago. So I do have a history in this space, but my passion has been on the digital side, dealing with crypto. But I also turned 48 years old this year, in about a month and a half. And the older I get, I realize that we have to be paying attention to our health. We had a scare in our family where my 28-year-old cousin suffered from a major stroke and heart attack at such a young age. And, I'm turning 48 and I'm getting more invitations to hospital visits and funerals rather than weddings and birthdays. And so this is something that we cannot ignore. What is the purpose of making a lot of money if you're not going to be around to even experience it? And so I always believed in health and wellness, but I've never really been incentivized to be paying attention to health and wellness. Whenever we have a New Year's resolution, what is the two most things that people ask for or they want to focus on for the new year? Make more money and get in better shape, right? Those two things. We get our gym membership, we go to the gym, we're ready to work out, and after 3 weeks, we stop going to the gym and we got a sandwich in our mouth again, hoping that things are going to get better. Do we try to take it serious again? The summer's coming around. I got to get my summer body ready. Any of you guys getting your summer bodies ready right now? And you think, well, let me go buy these products, the newest and latest weight loss. It is good that you're attacking it, but you're still not rightly incentivized. But here's some facts that we have to understand. Heart disease and cancer are the top two causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are the top reasons for disease in America. But take a look at this video to show how GetFit mining is tackling this issue. Take a look.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? GetFit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With GetFit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with GetFit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and GetFit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let GetFit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with GetFit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the GetFit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With GetFit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
Now, do you know every single health and wellness company out there, they promote that they've got the answer to tackling health. And the three major ones I was a part of, one, we sold acai berries from Alaska for the pristine waters that were unpolluted. So it has this magical, blend to it and it worked. The eliminating free radicals from your brain, it worked. Another one I was a part of where you would put stickers on your body that gave you like vibrational healing frequencies in your joints and your headaches and all of that stuff. You know what? That product worked. Another one was like these little candies. It tasted like candy. And each one had a different flavor, but it had a different thing to help you inside of your body. And guess what? It worked. Now, there's not one thing fits them all, but when we talk about Get Fit has something unique. Number one, it is not a company. It is a smart contract. Number two, there's no actual product to sell. It tackles health and wellness by just encouraging you and incentivizing you to do the most holistic thing when it comes to tackling health and wellness, just improving your physical activity, motivating you to move more, become active more. What are some benefits of walking? Just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness. It strengthens your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. It helps you to reduce risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and some cancers. And have physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity will gain some health benefits. The bottom line is, the more you move, the more you're going to get healthy. But what Get Fit is saying, the more you move, the more money you're going to make. Whoa. What'd you just say, Brandon? What are you talking about? How would you like to get paid on your physical activity in a smart contract where there's no monthly auto ship or magic lotions, potions, juices, and gels that you'd have to sell and try to convince grandma to drink? And how is that? Because your physical activity, this is where the crypto side meets, your physical activity is going to generate you income from the crypto side. See, what do you need to make this happen? One, a cell phone. I don't have to convince you to buy a cell phone. I've got an Android and an iPhone. And all of our phones already come with fitness trackers on them. Google Fit, Apple Health, Health Connect. Your phones is already tracking your physical activity, whether you know it or not, and even if you gave it permission or not. You said, well, Brandon, I didn't give it permission. It's still tracking it. You just don't see it. It's not displaying that data. You didn't, but it is tracking it still. And today's Saturday. How many of you walked out your house early this morning, maybe to go for a walk, take out the trash, mow your lawn? Do you see everybody out there walking and jogging? Something else happened the other night. I actually went outside. It was, Wayne, what time was it? 8 or 9 o'clock. And I noticed a lot of people were jogging at night, in the neighborhood. I'm like, well, you have to work all day. Came home and getting their exercise on. And they all have their smart watches on, and they're tracking their steps. You go to the gym, that's all you see. You see the fitness bits and the wristwatches and the rings, fingers. My 72-year-old father, I mean, his phone is like a walking hospital. He tracks his blood pressure and heart rate and his sleep patterns and all that stuff. We're already doing these things anyway, so I don't have to teach you to do it. I'm just going to show you how to get paid for it. So what GetFit is a mining app that you download onto your phone. It connects to the fitness apps already on your phone. And now we turn this concept move to earn, bridging the gap in a revolutionary way between digital and fitness. And we call this proof of physical activity. Now, what's the difference between GetFit and other move to earn apps on the market like StepN or Sweatcoin? I'm sure you might already have these. I've been having these for years. And every time I was going for a walk or a jog outside, I would open it up, hit the start button, it goes 3, 2, 1, ding, go. And it makes me feel good when I finish. I can see, wow, I walked 5 miles, and here it shows you exactly your path and where you walked. But that's the extent of what StepN and Sweatcoin really can do. They're limited. Where GetFit comes in, GetFit being decentralized, there's no company or one central source. It's completely on the blockchain. Those of you on Crypto Talk this morning, I broke it down, how that works. But the fact that you have all of your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, even your sleep. Now, I know I always learn the term get paid while you're sleeping, But how would you like to get paid for sleeping? Do you know the benefits of sleeping? You know, this is not something that we should ignore. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keep blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease, reduces stress, improve your mood, and it helps you to think more clearly. It also helps to prevent inflammation and control weight. And as an entrepreneur who works for myself, I normally would only get 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep a night and maybe an hour nap in the afternoon. Because of GetFit, I'm now averaging 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep a night. Why am I getting that extra sleep? Well, you think I would do it because I get benefits from sleeping, right? But unfortunately for me, that is not enough incentive. The reason why I'm sleeping more is because I'm getting paid to do it. I wake up in the morning and I see I'm getting credit for the more sleep I do, I'm getting paid. So therefore, I'm going to sleep more. And other ways that we get paid is the more you move, the more you mine for all of your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, your sleep. Again, not being recorded in a company, but all being managed by a smart contract. And to maximize all your activity includes all of your about 20,000 steps, 10,000 distance. We got 2 hours of workouts, 2,000 to 4,000 max calories being burned, and a max of 8 hours of sleep. Helps you to maximize your activity. Now, getting started with GetFit mining is one, you got to have a smartphone. There have been some new news as well. That Health Connect has fixed whatever they were doing on their end. So if you have an Android, it doesn't matter if you have an Android 14 or 13, you'll be able to download the app right from the App Store and you'll be good to go. Then on the Android and iPhones, you have your Google Fit and Apple Health connected. Your fitness trackers, meaning your wearables, are optional. You don't have to. I do. I've got a smartwatch for my iPhone and a smartwatch for my Android. Hint, hint. The reason why that. The next thing you're going to do is how the magic works is you need to have miners, because the miners take that data and creates a digital hash on the blockchain, validates it, and then rewards you in crypto tokens for your physical activity. So you got to purchase the miners. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking indoors and outdoors, hiking, running, jogging, playing sports, swimming, going to the gym, mowing your lawn, having sex, going to the grocery store, playing with your kids, playing with your grandkids, getting up off the couch and going to the refrigerator for a sandwich. All of that is physical activity and charity. The more activity you have, the higher earnings you have. The way the self-sustaining ecosystem works is this way. By minting and crafting your miners. I shared this in our crypto talk this morning, exactly how that works. There is no warehouse stashing all the miners, and then you're going to a website and clicking on an order form. No. When you purchase the miners, you're actually purchasing it directly on the blockchain, and you're minting it right then, and it's being added to your wallet like as an NFT. Proof of your physical activity. Creating and joining challenges and events, leasing your miners out. Oh, what is that one? I mean, I'll get to that one. And even performance rewards. But someone will say, well, Brandon, man, this is great. Not only do I want to get paid on my own physical activity, I know people out there that would love to get paid for their physical activity. Can I share this with them? Yes. Even Stepin and Sweatcoin, you will be rewarded for sharing this with others in the form of a 25% direct sale commission. So if they get it and they say, man, I want these miners, they purchase the miners, you're going to earn a 25% commission for that. In fact, we have a commission system set up where you can earn up to 65% in affiliate commissions for sharing this. But the whole point of sharing is also to help grow the community, because this is on the blockchain. The larger the community is, the more valuable the product and the rewards that we get grow. How did Bitcoin go from 0.002 cents to 70-something thousand a coin? The Bitcoin community is over 100 million. That's it. No, not 100. Yeah, over 100 million. The Bitcoin community today. Let's be much higher than that. So as the community grows, the amount we earn also grows. Now, to maximize your miners, I already talked about your steps, your distance miles, your workout minutes, your calories burned, your sleep minutes, but also the amount of miners you have. Well, before you needed to have at least 6 Omega miners to maximize your physical activity. And the reward could be anywhere between $200 to maybe $1,800 or $2,000 a month based on the value of the token. Not the value of a token coming out next year, not the value of a token that hasn't launched yet, not the value of the token that you can only buy it from GetFit. No, the token is already on the market and has a value to it. So based on that value is determine how much we actually earn from our physical activity. Now, this is a self-sustaining ecosystem. And why do I always forget to do this, switch it up? But what does that mean? Well, the reason why most crypto projects fail is because they don't have a self-sustaining ecosystem. It's primarily based on new people joining and spending money to pay old people who joined first. That's not sustainable. Or doing a pre-sale of a token before the project even launches. And then when it finally does, the people who got the pre-sale sell all their tokens, and this ends up being a pump and dump. GetFit is already out there. It's been around for 2 years. The token you earn from your physical activity is already on the market. You can't buy the token from GetFit. You can buy it off of PancakeSwap right now. So the only 2 ways you can get that token, PancakeSwap or your physical activity from mining it. That's it. And the way our ecosystem works is always going to create balance in the liquidity pool. So we encourage our members to sell their tokens for a profit because that is what's needed in the entire ecosystem. Every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, submit your physical activity, submissions and claiming your rewards, unlocking the mining dock slots, creating challenges and events, and leasing the miners is creating liquidity right back into the ecosystem to keep it going. Now, that doesn't start on day one. You need to have a good-sized community for it to be self-sustaining. We're just getting started. Our first goal is to reach around 10,000 in our community. We've got around 4,000 or so, maybe 5,000. The first goal is 10,000. That's why we have this promo going on right now, to help to grow the community. After that, 25,000. The 25,000 mark, it's really off on its own at that point. 100,000 is not only off on its own, it is now you are very, very lucrative when you have 100,000 members using the GetFit app, submitting their submissions and claims. And understand, I hope you understand hearing what I'm saying here. We have a product that you are actually using. You're making money from the product, not anything else. That's the product itself, self-sustaining ecosystem. Now, for those who say, well, Brandon, I'm skeptical. I don't know if this will work or not. I've been scammed in the past. I understand. I have as well. So we will allow you to mine for free. There's no cost in signing up. There's no cost in downloading the app. And the first docking slot to begin your mining is free. You don't even have to pay to unlock that. So you can get Bob, drop it in that slot. Bob does 20% mining power, do your physical activity, and see your reward so that you can see it working. And then from there, you can decide to get the more powerful miners. The next most powerful one is the Lenny. For $50, you get 50% mining power. The next miners are the primary, ultra, alpha, and omega. Primary miners, $99 a piece. Ultra, $199, Alpha, $499 a piece, and Omega, $899 a piece. Now, remember I said, to maximize your earnings, you need to have at least 6 Omega miners. Well, now 7 Omega miners docked in the docking station. Now, I'm not telling you to purchase 7 times $899 because we are still in promo right now. How would you like to have 90% off? 90% off. We have right now until June 30th, 6 primary miners promotion. That gives you 600% mining power. Instead of $594, you get it for $250. 6 primary miners. You can always evolve them up to ultra, alpha, and omegas later on. We also have, oops, I went the wrong way. We have an alpha promotion. This ends on June 9th. 3 alphas, normal price $1,497. You can get 3 of them for $200. 3 alphas for $200. This is until June 9th. We also have, or you can get 6 alphas for $400. And now you're getting 1,050% mining power. 6 alphas for $400. Price without it, without the promotion, $499 a piece. And then we have our Omega miners. This promotion is going to end on June 9th, and it's never coming back. You can get 3 Omega miners for $250 or 6 Omega miners for $500. Regular price, $5,394. Now, I did not fully understand what this kind of meant at the time, but there is another promo going on. For those of you, here's something, should I want to say that right now? Because I just figured this out yesterday, and Lynette thought I even knew. I didn't know about this. If you just sign up and you pay, it's going to cost you about $130 to unlock all of your mining docks, your 6 mining docks. The system is going to reward you with 6 free primary miners to put in those docks for those who just want to test it out. You got to pay for the unlocking of the docks. But you guys might not have even realized this. If you're already in GetFit, go to your promo link, just like if you're going to give out to somebody to sign up, just like you will go to claim your instant. Yeah, I forgot to say, we get paid instantly to claim your money into your wallet. Scroll down, you're going to see another option there. And you're going to see you have 6 primary miners right now if you've already unlocked all your docks. I didn't know Lynette put that in there. So you're getting, every time you unlock a dock, you're getting a free primary miner. Use that for your benefit. Now, what about the future of the GFAM token itself? Now, again, and let me state this clearly, there is no guarantee, promise of any earnings based on what you spend money on. This is open market. GetFit has nothing to do with what the price of the tokens will be. It's based on supply and demand. That's why we have the tokenomics and the self-sustaining ecosystem. If you maximize all of your miners, what right now, there's a 274,000 GFAMs are released a day to all of the miners, just like with Bitcoin. Well, now after the halving event, 3.125 Bitcoin is released after every block is mined from the Bitcoin miners. Same concept here. So if you have 6 Omega miners, if the price of the GFAM token is at 0.006, which it was at like almost the whole month of April, that's $7.20 a day. $7.20 a day. What is that worth? Well, let me show you on the calculator. $7.20 a day, 31 days. You're looking at $223 a month on your own physical activity. Could that help anybody else? Could that help anybody else? Yeah. Anywhere in the world. What happens if the price goes to 5 cents? We're now talking about $60 a day. Now that's $1,860 a month with no monthly auto ship, no having to recruit anybody, You're not selling lotions, potions, and cream. And it's your own physical activity. I want to sidebar for 1 second because I want to speak since I do have experience in the health and wellness industry. Do you want to know what my biggest challenge was? It wasn't talking about the products. The products worked. The products were great. My biggest challenge was my own organization's ability to stay on monthly auto ship every single month. That was the biggest challenge. The whole point is for them to be able to make enough money so that they can afford their own monthly auto ship and buy the products themselves. That was my biggest challenge. I don't know if that is it for you. GetFit Mining is not a company that is in competition with any other company out there. It's a smart contract. It's an app that anybody can use. So if you're in a health and wellness company and you're having that same struggle that I had, here's what I figured out. Well, wait a minute. All of my people are already taking selfies and videos and promoting health and wellness. They already have fitness apps on their phone. They're in the gym. They're drinking the juices, but they can't afford the auto ship. What if I showed them this app? They download the app, they get themselves some miners, and now all that physical activity that they're already doing, they're going to earn rewards for it, and they can use those rewards to pay for the auto ship and the products. GetFit Mining can be a tool to use to enhance what you're already doing and actually put money in the pockets of your people. I didn't really realize that until later on as well, that aha moment. But anyways, the value of this token, who knows how high it can get? But do you know who determines that? Not GetFit, the app. We do. The faster this group community grows, the more submissions and claims is going on in the ecosystem, the higher the value of the GFAM token rises. Coming soon is the ability to create challenges and events, charge entry fees, award prizes, and the ability to donate to charity. And then what I love, this one coming in June, is the ability to lease your miners. So let's say right now you can only dock 7 miners, but you can purchase as many as you want. What do you do with the extra miners? Well, ultimately, there's going to be 12 docks unlocked. So you're going to have 12 miners to maximize your physical activity. You can hold them and wait for the docks to unlock. You can use them to help out new members get started who might be a little bit skeptical and they want to see something work. Or when the market opens up, you can put it in the leasing dock and set a leasing price. So somebody anywhere around the world who says, I can't afford the miner, they can lease your miner. And when they submit their proof of physical activity, they get to claim their mining rewards and you get to claim the leasing fee. My grandpa always said, have multiple properties, live in one and rent out the others. You can have another source of income coming in from other people's physical activity. I love that concept from leasing your miners out to them. So what you want to do is get started today. Get back with the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. In fact, you know what? I got a better question. Here's the question. Would you like to get paid and rewarded in crypto income instantly on your own physical activity with no monthly auto ship, not having to recruit, and not selling lotions, potions, and pills? Just your physical activity. Yes or no? If the answer is no, that's okay. At least thank you for coming out and taking a look. And next time you're out there in the world and you look at that Google Fit and you want to start your workout and you're looking at your sleep patterns, just know you're not getting paid, especially if you're going to open up Step-In and Sweatcoin to do that. You're not getting paid on your own physical activity. Everybody else, if the answer is yes, you're going to get a special promo code from whoever invited you because we still have the 90% off right now. You know, now should I share that? No, I'll say that's Herschel's. Herschel's got a plan. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. But you as a leader can determine how you want to promote this and share this. We also have support groups in place. teams in place. Again, this is not a company. So I am not getting paid to do a presentation. I just want to help spread the word, because by doing so, the value of the token will rise. So my physical activity, I'm going to make more money on my physical activity. We also have customer support in place for people who need help, because not everybody is familiar with crypto, because you need to have BNB for now, which is going to lead to the big announcements on June 9th. But you need to have BNB to purchase the miners. So if you don't even know how to purchase BNB, you might have different phones, you might not know how to get your app downloaded. We've got support between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, to walk you through the setup process, to make sure you're set up and you're ready to go. We also have a YouTube channel with all the tutorial videos. So if you take the time and watch them, you really won't need any help. You just follow the instructions and you're good to go. Now, that brings us to the end. Oh, yeah, I got to give the disclaimer. Oh, I forgot about this part. The partnership program. How would you like to become a partner of the GetFit mining community, which means there's more money on the table for you helping to build the community? Only 50 slots available. All I can say is that there are millions of dollars on the table for this. So get back to whoever invited you, and they'll give you the details on the partnership program. Nobody's got it yet. Well, maybe 2 or 3 people qualify now, because it's only going to be 50. First come, first serve. Philosophy of performance, based on your performance. And as another disclaimer, I already gave you my financial disclaimer. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. There is absolutely no guarantee of earned or stated income when it comes to GetFit. Your income is determined by your physical activity. That's it. On the health side, do not become Flojo in your first 24 hours. Do not become Usain Bolt. Do not think you're Simone Biles. You know your body. Take things slow. When my first 30 days in GetFit, my fitness apps let me know that I have done more physical activity, more movement in my first 30 days than I was in my previous 5 months. Who knows what health emergencies I might be staving off and avoiding because I am actively getting fit today. That's the biggest benefit here. I'm just being incentivized to do it. It's like I'm being tricked into get healthy. What? Yeah, I'm here. I'm making money. Oh, I'm getting healthy at the same time? That's a no-brainer. That's a win-win. I don't see the loss on this. I don't see the downs. There is no downside on this. So this is the end of the official presentation. And now we're going to flip into recognition, and we're going to be giving away miners. And then when Lynette hops on, she's going to share the big news. And I know she is, I think she is here. She's going to share the big news that, and this is time sensitive. So get ready for this, because I know the GetFit community has been waiting for this for a while now. Well, the time of the hour is coming. So what is this Olympian? Since this is not a company, there are no promotions, there are no ranks, there's no leaderboard in the back office. There's none of that. But I do believe, as we build a community, to recognize those of you who are helping to build the community, because what you're doing is helping everybody. So one of the first milestones is we call it an Olympian. And an Olympian is an individual who has helped 3 people get at least 6 of their Omega miners docked and ready to go. 6 of them. I'm going to have to come up with, because I did this during the promo side. And so when the promo ends, our focus really is going to be on the primaries, the ultras and the alphas. And so I'm going to adjust it then. But for now, you've got 6 Omega miners. Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to do. 6 Omega miners, and you've helped 3 people. And when you do that, you're going to get your own banner like this with your picture on it, your name, and your own promo link that you can use to give out there to the public that you can use. Now, with this by hitting this milestone as well, I believe in the philosophy of performance. You know, I'm kind of old school. I don't believe in, oh, well, I'm a big leader and let me make a private deal and nobody else, you know, just for me alone. No, 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 no. I show people what I do first. I let my work do the talking for me. So this is to reward those of you who are actually doing the work. By you helping 3 people get their 6 Omega miners docked, I will give you a free Omega miner. Not because of who you are and what you say you can do, but the fact that you actually helped. That meant 6, 12, 18 Omega miners had been purchased. You see how this works? So I will give you a free Omega miner for you helping them to do that. Here's our current Olympians. So we've got Dorothy Mays, Barbara Lindner, Carla Arrigo, Clairvaux Albert, Crystal Nance. I saw Crystal on here too. Crystal, we still need to talk. And you're talking about radio station. Herschel Crow, Jim Fritz, Kenny Taylor, Leonard Long, Marnita Casa, Matthew Ramos, Mike Nowalski, Patty Geis, Prelvis Lofties, Jacqueline Briggs, Melanie Davis, Mike Michaels from Belgium, Nuruddin Anuru. I need to find Nuruddin, by the way. I know some other Nigerian leaders are looking for him. Nuruddin, Joyce Easley, Pastor Steve Everton, Ken, the consultant, Francis, and I know he's here, and Ariator Rex. Congratulations to these Olympians. Congratulations. The next milestone is a Spartan. A Spartan is an individual that has not only become an Olympian themselves, but they helped at least 3 people become an Olympian. That is a Spartan. Here's our Spartans. Oh, well, there's only one that I know of. Herschel Crow. Now, there may be more of you that have done this, but this is a smart contract. So when you sign up, you're not signing up with your name and all of that stuff like you would a company. Only thing the smart contract cares about is your wallet address. So this is anonymous. I don't know who you are unless you tell me. So you may have a username, but you got to let us know if you've hit this. Shoot Miss Casa a message and get a screenshot, and we can verify it, and we'll recognize you. So Herschel Crow that I know of, and I know there are more, but that has come forward is a Spartan. Next is gladiators. Gladiators are individuals who had an aha moment. An aha moment that like Quentin had the other day, or Ken the consultant had, or Jeb has had, Eddie has had. You know, when I had this revelation, when I realized, wait a minute, this isn't just a little app that can help somebody make some extra money. This is an app that can create a movement. If STEPN could put in 2 million people in like less than 2 years, what do you think this is going to do once people figure it out and start sharing it around the world? So I came on this and said, you know what? I'm telling the world. I've already shared it with almost 70 people that have 6 Omegas in their system by myself in the last 60 days. I don't say that to impress you because I'm just getting started. My short-term goal is 500. My next goal after that is 1,000 personally. This is not get rich quick overnight. This is not a project that's only going to be here for 6 months to a year. I'm looking years down the road here on helping to build. So to be considered a gladiator, I never asked somebody to do what I haven't already done fivefold, is you just share it with 10 individuals. Who do you know that's our leader in the health and wellness industry who's already preaching health and wellness? Who do you know that might be members of gyms or fitness groups, people taking selfies all day of them in the gym, in the bathroom, showing off their figures, getting their summer bodies ready? Who do you know that's doing all of this? Share this with them. So if you share with 10 individuals, you will be considered a gladiator. And as a gladiator, here's our current gladiators. Here's our current gladiators. We've got Herschel Crow, who has done the hat trick. We have Nuruddin. we have Marnita Costa, and we have Kenny Taylor. Now, oh wait, there's more. Pastor Steve Everton. Now, not only will you get a banner that you can use to promote on social media, we will even make you a video. And your video that you can use to promote. You can share it with others on social media, do whatever you want with it, but it's going to be specialized just for you. So let me play an example of Miss Casa's gladiator video. And you can see if you want to get one done for you like this. Take a look. As night falls, reflect on your journey. Remember all the activity you did from walking, running, or exercising? Your smartwatch has been there, tracking each moment, each heartbeat, each step. GetFit mining isn't just about tracking your fitness, it's about rewarding your dedication. Those early mornings, that extra lap, the determination to go further, faster, stronger, they all add up. And with GetFit mining, they convert into tangible rewards. So as you drift into sleep, know that you've not only worked towards your wellness goals, but you've also earned rewards that make your journey even more worthwhile. This is the beauty of a wellness journey with GetFit mining. Every day, every moment, every heartbeat counts. Embrace wellness. Embrace life. GetFit mining, where fitness meets rewards. Get started today. All right, how many of you would love to have a promo video like that? Personally done for you and the community. Let me know. Okay, so now we are going to switch gears and we're going to give away. Who wants some free miners? I told you guys I'm no longer giving away Omegas, but we will give away Alpha. Now, let me get this set up and share screen. How many? Oh, let me get the list from Ms. Casa. If you guys came late, you're not on the list. You're not qualified. You had to be here on time. Okay, let's copy that. Copy. There we go. All right, let me share screen. And Bitcoin Obama, I'm not sure I'm going to do a Q&A question yet because we've got a special with the CEO. Not the CEO. I'm still thinking old school. This is a smart contract. We've got the creator of GetFit Mining here to share some information. So for the sake of time, you can type your question in the chat box. I see you with your hand raised. And I do know who you are. I've been told Bitcoin Obama is a big time crypto enthusiast in Africa. So I know who you are. Let's see here. Share screen. All right. Now we had what, more than 80 people on today. So here's what we're going to do. Because I'm giving away too many monitors, but we had a lot on here now. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, hold on one second here. It's asking for the link. Let me paste this in here first. If Lynette, if you're on here, type in the chat box because I'm just now seeing a message. You're looking for the link. So let me know. And Ms. Costa, do me a favor. If you can't shoot. Just check to see if that's Lynette on the line. Okay. Let's spin the wheel. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because I want to give away I'm going to give away 2 primaries. No, this is Saturday. We do it big on Saturday. 3 primaries and 2 alphas. This is what we're going to give away today. We had more than 80 people on, and we have a lot of people on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can't win. You've got to be here on Zoom to be able to win. So we're going to give away 3 primaries. Okay, good. No, that's there. 3 primaries and 2 alpha minors. All right, now and thinking of that, I know what I want to do now after the promo's over for the Olympians, because now the Olympians will get not omegas anymore, but they'll get alphas. So if you still want to qualify for those omegas, you got from now until June 9th to be able to do so. All right. Dorothy, send a message to Marnita. I'm not, I see your name right there, Dorothy. I see you. Dorothy right there. All right, I'm going to shuffle it up. 3 primary winners. Let me get my notepad ready here, ready to go for you guys. Primary minor is worth $99 a piece. First winner goes to Sandy. All right, welcome, Sandy. Sandy, I got to check. You got to still be here as well. Is Sandy still here? Scroll down and see. Yep, I see Sandy. So Sandy gets a primary. All right. Next one up. Our second winner is it Nicole or Russell? Russell. All right, let's check, double check. We see Russell. I see you, Russell Oz. Congratulations to Russell. Now, if you win, you have to claim this, which means you need to send a message to Miss Casas, and we get your wallet address. If you are oh, I forgot to say it. If you are a guest and you win, whoever invited you also wins. So we want to incentivize and reward those of you inviting guests to help build the community. So Russell, if you are a guest, type it in the chat box that you're a guest and who invited you. But if you invited somebody and they won, type it in the chat box so we know. Don't just sit there looking at it. Let us know that's your guest. So we can make sure you get credit. So Russell gets a primary. Okay. Judy, I don't know if that's your guest. Russell, who invited you, Russell? So you can give the person who invited you will get some credit too. Okay, next one up, the next primary. Oh, you're a guest of Quentin. There you go. Okay. All right, Quentin. Okay, so next, the last primary goes to that consultant. All right. Consultant gets a primary. Now we're gonna give away the big ones. 2 alpha minors. 2 alpha minors. Sergey's waiting to get in. Oh,
He's in.
got him. Okay. 2 alpha minors, $99 a piece at regular price. Alpha minor goes to Jasmine. Yep, Jasmine gets that. Is Jasmine here? Yep, I see Jasmine there. Again, if you win. So Jasmine gets in alpha. All right, worth $499. This Saturday's starting off to be great. Jasmine, are you a guest or already in the system? So we know. Okay, and the last alpha goes to, shuffling it up, last alpha goes to worth $499. Brandon S. Brandon, you already got a good name. That's a kingly name. That's $1 billion name you got there, Brandon. All right, wait. Is Brandon still here? No. You got to be kidding me. I don't see Brandon on here. So if Brandon was a guest, if you had invited Brandon, you let him know that, no, we haven't done the announcement yet, Serge. That's coming next. Let him know that he would have won in Alpha. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. He is here. All the way at the bottom. Why isn't this in alphabetical order? Why did he pop up all the way at the bottom? Brandon Sosa. All right. All right. Brandon. I'm running my mouth and he's right there. Alpha. All right. So that brings us to the end of our minor giveaway. Before I bring up the creator of GetFit Mining, the next global presentation will be on Monday, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. It is designed so that you don't have to go out there and try to explain this to people. I mean, it's an easy conversation. How would you like to get paid for your physical activity? They say, yes, you got to cop on this presentation. Oh, and by the way, they're going to give away some free stuff too. Monday, and it's the global community. So, and it's going to be the same link as we are right now. Now, I want to bring up the creator of GetFit Mining, who has a big announcement to make as we are getting closer to the June 9th, the end of our first major promo and the next phase of GetFit. So with that, let me bring up Miss Lynette Arton. Lynette, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic. So the floor is yours, and I'm going to make it so that you can share screen
Okay,
and
very
share
good.
what you want to share.
Put my coffee here quick.
All right, you're good to go.
All right, so we got lots of exciting news coming today.
Now, Lynette, I hear a little echo coming from you.
Here, let me put on my headset. Maybe that'll
Yeah, there
help.
you go. That's much better because we want everybody.
Oh, probably because I walked over and got some coffee quick. Is this better?
That's much better. Go right ahead.
Okay, very good. All right, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. Because I heard that our announcement for today kind of started leaking into our Telegram groups ahead of time. We weren't supposed to be announcing all this yet. It was coming out today in today's call. Whoops, hold on, I got to move that video screen or I won't be able to read my slides. All right. And I'm really glad you guys understand why I don't have my video on. I haven't even had a chance to get my day going yet, so nobody wants to see me, trust me. All right, so we're going to talk about MoveQuest. A lot of people have been asking, well, how come we haven't heard about this yet? And they feel like they're being left out. We weren't trying to leave anybody out. We were just trying to get everything, all our ducks in a row so we could announce it. And so some of our builders, we let them know what's going on ahead of time. And so I think it's kind of leaked out a little bit slowly from a few people that have told a few people. And so don't take it personal. It wasn't meant to keep anything from the community. It's just trying to get everything ready. So we are going to be introducing MoveQuest. It'll with MQT is how you'll find it. And I'm going to go over the tokenomics. So MoveQuest will have a max supply of 21 million. One thing that we're really trying to help people understand is that the GetFit mining project is built on the true genuine crypto Bitcoin philosophy where it's community driven, meaning the community is who decides if there's value here or not. Okay. Not because there was a big money raise done before anything got started, nothing like that. Basically, if the community sees value in this project, then this project is going to grow. And so the community decides where GetFit goes at this next level. And then the ecosystem is what stabilizes the project. So same thing with Bitcoin. If nobody's had interest in Bitcoin, there would have never been any liquidity. There would have never been anybody using the blockchain, right? But there was massive adoption with Bitcoin and using the blockchain. And so you see where Bitcoin went. And that's just because the peer-to-peer community sees the value in it. And so the community is who've driven Bitcoin to the market value that it is today. GetFit is exactly the same. It's not about, I already see the value in it because I am the one who created the, you know, the mind, how it works, how everything operates. And of course, trust me, as we've gone along, I've had a lot of people that have added a lot of value to this project as well. I can't take all the credit, but the basic map for GetFit, which is what we're following, we've added some significant features as well based on the collaboration of other people. But the bottom line is this: it's a full community-driven project with a self-funding ecosystem. So if the community loves it, the community shares it, you're using the ecosystem, you're going to see massive market price increase on those tokens. So we wanted to cut down the max supply of token. And so this is going to follow the Bitcoin value as well of 21 million tokens. There's going to be a conversion. Okay, the GetFit token is not ever going to be listed, okay, on an exchange, because we are going to do a switch from the GetFit token to the MoveQuest token. Now I want you guys to understand why this conversion of GetFit token 5-to-1 is here. There's 100 million GetFit. There's 21 million of the MoveQuest. 1 million MoveQuest is going to be added to the liquidity pool when we list it. And that would, so what I did was I deducted the 1 million that's going to be initially listed. That's 20 million MoveQuest. Divide that into the 100 million, and that gives you an equal conversion of 5-to-1. So you're not losing any value at all. You're just going to convert that token from GetFit to MoveQuest. And so that conversion will begin after the liquidity sale. We are not doing your typical pre-sale. That's done before a project has even started doing any of their development. That's what they do to raise money, right, to get their project going. I don't believe in those types of pre-sales to do the development of a project, but you have to be able to get token into circulation so you can get it listed on the exchange so that you can have the buy and sell market. And so this MoveQuest, this is the GetFit mining liquidity raise for the MoveQuest token. 2,800,000 MoveQuest tokens is what will be used for this liquidity raise, and there will only be 3 tier prices. Now, right now, if you go to getfitmining.com/MQT, you will see that the token price for the first tier is actually at 25 cents. And we're going to leave it there until tomorrow at 3 p.m. That gives everybody kind of a little bit of a head start on those tokens. And then tomorrow at 3 p.m., it's going to go up to what its tier price is supposed to be, which is 29 cents per token. There will only be 500,000 of those MQTs at that tier price. And then on June 3rd at 3 p.m. Eastern, that tier 2 is going to increase to 33 cents. There's 800,000 of the MoveQuest tokens at that tier. And then on June 9th, from June 3rd to June 9th. Okay, I'm missing a date in here. The 29th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th. How did this go? It ends. I've got something wrong on the slide, so I'll figure this out. But the token sale ends on June 9th. There's another tier in here at some point. Not another tier, but I'm missing a date. So that's the 29th, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know why. This ends on, okay, that ends on June 3rd. Okay, that's what happens. Anyway, I'll fix the slide, guys. Now I'm thinking in my head and talking to myself. But anyway, just to give you, there's 3 tiers. It ends on June 9th. That's the end of the tier. Somewhere in there, there's a date missing, but it's going to go from the 33 cents up to the 35 cents. On June 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, there's 1.5 million of the MoveQuest tokens in that tier 3. On June 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, MoveQuest token will be listed at 42 cents on PancakeSwap. Now, let me see if I put this in here. Yep, I did. If we successfully sell each tier out completely, there will be 420,000 USDT paired to 1 million MoveQuest tokens. And that's what gives you that list price of 42 cents. That's based on that 2.8 million MoveQuest tokens being sold. The listing price will decrease if it's not completely sold out based on each tier sale. So I'll just explain. If tier 1 completely sold out, we're good. If it doesn't sell out, those tokens that are remaining in tier 1 will be added to tier 2. If tier 2 sells out, we're good to go at the 42 cents. However, if they don't, whatever is remaining in tier 2 will be added to tier 3. Now, if tier 3 does not sell out, the listing price will be between the 33 and the 35 cents. Does everybody understand? So if not very many sell in tier 3, then we'll back down to what the tier 2 price is, and that's what it'll be listed at. But if we do really well and it sells out completely, we're listing at the 42 cents on PancakeSwap. So I'm talk about the conversion just a little bit. The GetFit token is going to convert 5 to 1, which I just explained. The conversion will begin after the liquidity raise. So there's a total of 2,400,000 MoveQuests for the approximate 12 million GetFit that are currently in circulation. And we're going to give you more details on the release of the MoveQuest token for the GetFit tokens. We are going to allow some GFAM conversion. Those will convert 300 to 1 MoveQuest token. That conversion will also begin after the liquidity raise. However, there will only be 500,000 MoveQuest released for the GFAM conversion. And that will only be released 100,000 MoveQuest each month for 5 months. And that will pull out 150 million GFAM from circulation. That's a significant push on the market value for GFAM. Now we're going to go over the utility so you guys understand these tokens. The GetFit mining project in and of itself is full utility. Even your miners are utility backed. The miners are utility backed. The project is completely nothing but utility, and are the tokens. On June 9th, the Omega promo ends forever, never to be seen again, ever, 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 ever. We did this to do a push for the community to get people, set up with the higher powered miners using the ecosystem, and that will be done June 9th. However, we will continue with the alpha promo package that will begin on June 9th. We haven't determined what that promo price will be for the alphas. It'll be higher than what it is now. And then on June, and when you purchase those alpha promo packages, you will use the MoveQuest token, not BNB. So those of you who are helping to build the community, you'll be able to earn commissions in the MoveQuest token. June 30th, and possibly even out to July 9th, we haven't really decided 100% when the promo will end. It's going to end between June 30th and July 9th. I'm just going to say June 30th in case we decide to end it on that date. People aren't upset because we said July 9th and then switched it to June 30th. So right now, plan on June 30th. There's a possibility we'll extend it to the 9th based on the 4th of July holiday. That's the only reason. You will use the MoveQuest token to mint the miners in the ecosystem. That means you will need to start with the primary miners. You won't be able to go to the Web3 website and mint ultra, alpha, or omegas. Those will no longer be available for minting. Everyone will have to begin at the primary level and evolve up to the omegas. That's a significant part of our ecosystem, the evolution for the liquidity. And so on June 30th, possibly July 9th, we'll move into the full use of our ecosystem, minting the miners, starting with a primary. And from there, if you want an omega, you'll have to evolve them and merge your alphas up to the omega. That makes this alpha promo package right now very significant because you get to skip steps, minting primary, upgrading to ultra, upgrading to alpha. You've already got the alphas. The only thing you have to do is merge 2 alphas for your 1 omega. And so we're kind of giving you a jump start by continuing the promotion with the alphas. So you need 2 alphas to merge for 1 omega. But now we're kicking into our ecosystem, getting everybody kind of acclimated to the evolution process of those miners, but we're not having it start at the primary level. June 30th, it does start at primary level. And again, remember, you will not be able to go to the website and mint ultras, alphas, or omegas. You will have to go through the evolution process. The evolution uses the USDT, which can then be paired to the MoveQuest for liquidity and can be paired to the GFAM for liquidity. This move to list the MoveQuest token is no different than the same move would have been when we listed the GetFit token. We're just swapping those 2 out. Okay, MoveQuest is going to become that premium token. You will also use the MoveQuest token to create challenges, to join challenges, to create events, to join events, leasing out your miners. The in-app fees will not be B&B for these features. They will be the MoveQuest token. The gamification that's coming, getting through the arenas to the Hall of Fame, any mining power boosts, which we'll be entering once the gamification starts. The mystery boxes come with the gamification, the avatar, the warrior, and the battle accessories. All that stuff comes with that gamification that will use the MoveQuest token. Now we're going to talk about the GFAM utility. GFAM unlocks DOC slots 7 through 12. So I want everybody to understand here, no, we're not moving away from GFAM. Everything that we're doing right now is going to decrease the supply of GFAM. It's going to pull GFAM in, and it's going to drive the market value of the GFAM. Unlocking those DOC slots is huge. Those of you who are here that understand what we're doing with this ecosystem, every single one of you should be unlocking DOC slot 7 using that GFAM. If every single person in our community did that, we would be removing 80 million GFAM from circulation. This is huge. If you're here for the long term for this project, this is something you need to do. Honestly, you need to dock a miner in that 7th slot. You need to unlock it with the GFAM. Being able to remove 80 million GFAM from circulation is a big deal. Huge right now. If you want to see that market value increase on that GFAM, as a community who drives the market value, you have to do the things that drive that market value. And that is using that GFAM in that ecosystem to unlock those DOC slots. And when I'm done with this slide, I'm gonna open up my famous spreadsheet, only because I got to be able to share with you how this works. You will have the choice to use the MoveQuest token or the GFAM token for creating challenges, joining challenges, all the same things you can use the MoveQuest token for, you'll be able to use the GFAM token for. It will be your choice as a user of the community. You're mining both tokens. Now remember, the GFAM token is universal for 2 apps, our Travel to Earn and our Move to Earn. So GFAM needs to have a significant supply because it has more utility, because it's universal for 2 applications once the Travel to Earn is introduced. However, we give the community the choice, obviously, because you're mining both tokens. It's, you guys drive the market, you choose what tokens you're going to use. And that again shows that the community is in control of what token does what with the market value. All of these fees are paired to either token and added to the liquidity. Now I'm going to open up my slideshow. I'm going to pause my screen here just for a second because I've only got about 100 spreadsheets working at the moment. Maybe not that many, but I have too many. So I want to make sure that I have the right one up when I show it, because I like to play with like huge numbers. Brandon can attest to that. So I don't want to do that on this Zoom because it would probably make lots of you just faint right in your seat. So we're going to use realistic numbers when I share this. All right. Here we go. So what we're doing right now with these promotional sales on the Omegas, it's not about the sale of the Omegas as it is driving up the size of the community. So when you see here, you know, when those sell, our goal right now is to reach 10,000 new community members, okay, by the end of June, when we end the promotional sales. Now, if the community wants to see these numbers, the community needs to be sharing the app, because that's the only way the community is going to grow. So we have some amazing builders here that are super excited about the project. So I'm very confident that we're going to see those numbers. But even if you're not a builder, you don't have to be a builder. If you love the app, share it with your family or your friends or whatever, set them up. We have lots of options for people to get started. But right now we are at that community growth stage. Do you need the new money coming in with our project to stabilize it? No, you don't. We'll show you that here in a minute, that that's not necessary. But we're at the new stage where we're just opening up to the public. And so now it is significant to build that community. So if you want to see major success with this project, you have to share it. So this is showing you here what the gross revenue is on the sale of 500, the promo of the Omega, $500 means they bought 6. So I haven't set up what the ILCA prices are going to be yet. So we're going to just base it off these Omega sales. This is a net revenue of $1,750,000. This is the valuation of the GetFit mining project during the promo. And this is what you see down here. So I had to do a valuation on the project. Now, when we move into our full system, our next goal is to reach a community size of 25,000. So we already have 10,000 through the promo. We don't have it yet, but I'm assuming, right, by June 30th, we'll have a community of about 10,000 people. Now our goal is to reach a community size of 25,000 people. I'm setting that goal for the end of September, which I think will surpass that long before September, but we want to be realistic in our goals. Those 15,000 users, new community members coming in to use GetFit, are going to need to mint those primary miners, and then they're going to need to evolve them. And so now this is liquidity. Okay, this is through the minting process here. All this does is pay commission and remove 35% of the MoveQuest token from circulation into the safe for the recycling, same as GFAM, although you won't be using GFAM to mint anymore. Now, that's where the new money coming in doesn't matter, right? Because it's not used by the project. It belongs all to the community. 65% is paid out in commission, 35% is returned to the vault. I don't sell it, nobody sells it. It belongs to the project for the purpose of putting it back into the airdrop on July 18th of each year, so that the 21 million, the max supply, whatever is in that's left of the max supply, is not touched for as long as possible, making that mining difficulty more difficult, making the token more valuable. Is everybody following me so far? I just want to make sure. If you put in the chat, yes, because I know I lose people and this is significant, so you guys understand what we're doing. Can everybody kind of give me a yes, 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 or is there somebody who's not quite following me yet? Okay, good. So next, we understand that this minting, this primary cost, this hasn't got anything to do with the ecosystem. It's simply paying commission and removing token out of circulation. This is important because when people ask you, well, what happens when there's no new money coming in? that has no impact on this project whatsoever. It's not used. Okay, it's simply got those two purposes right there. That's it. Now, if a user wants to be mining at the highest mining power, which they will because of the token values, they need to evolve. Now remember, this is the evolution. It's coming in as USDT. The last thing a project wants to do, right, or the last thing the community wants the project's ecosystem to do is sell the native tokens. So we do have those couple of pieces within the ecosystem that use USDT and BNB. And that is the evolution, is that one half, the pair, the one half of the pair that we need when we pair MoveQuest and GFAM to add the liquidity. So just those 15,000 new users coming in, and then 10,000 users who have purchased the evolution. Let me make sure I have, yep, I got that in there right there. And hang on, I need to actually add this and this because we're talking about all of the evolution there, that 15,000. Okay, because this, when I show you the bottom, you're going to need to see that evolution. This provides one half of the pair. Now, this is talking about GFAM. This is significant. Now, when the users are coming in right now, you would need 14 primary miners to get 7 omegas through the evolution process. Each one of those DAC slots need to be open. DAC slots 1 through 6 and DAC slot 7. The slot 1 is free, okay, because we have a free option for everybody to get started. And so we keep that DAC slot 1 open as free. That way, if people aren't sure, if they want to test it, if they can't afford the miners, then they can always come in and still mine it free. No barrier of entry there. But DAC slots 2 through 6 take BNB. The reason they take BNB is so that if there's not enough of the native token to pair to the USDT, that contract has got that BNB, or it has the USDT, not USDT, it's got the BNB inside to go buy that GFAM or to go buy that MoveQuest. Or if there's more MoveQuest and more GFAM, that BNB can be swapped for USDT to pair it to either of those native tokens to add into the liquidity for both tokens that are listed on PancakeSwap. 25,000 people who are coming in is $3,250,000 in the DAC slot fees 1 through 6. Again, liquidity. DAC slot 7, there is an algorithm for this mining DAC. And you guys, when we started out and I said it was a fix, you see, I built the business plan and the blueprint for GetFit almost, well, in August, it will be 3 years ago that I started it. I forgot that slots 7 through 12 were premium slots and were going to be based on the supply and the demand for the tokens. Right now, there's a lot of supply of GFAM. And so that mining DAC is increasing what needs to come out of circulation. When there's pressure on that slot, meaning there's not enough token, the demand is higher than the supply, then that slot fee will begin to decrease. But if the supply is higher than the demand, then that slot fee is going to begin to increase. And so again, community driven. If the community is opening up that DAC slot, it's pulling GFAM out of circulation, and it's increasing the demand for that GFAM. So I cannot stress enough to you guys, if you're a part of this community and you're here for the long term, you really want to unlock that DAC slot. When you look here at 25,000 people, there are approximately 365 million GFAM in circulation from the last 2.5 years of mining. We don't even have 500 million GFAM in circulation. So when you look at that, if you take that 500 million GFAM and you divide it by what is currently in supply, whoop, I did something wrong here, hold on. I probably did an ad or something. Oh, I know what I did. I have another zero that needs 300. Oh, it's 365 million. Sorry, 365. I got to get my numbers right. 365 million. Why can't I figure this out? One zero too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I still got it wrong. You guys, it's early. Everybody had me right on. It's 365,000. Brandon, what am I doing wrong here? Is that 365,000 or 365 million? 365,000.
That
Jeez,
looks
I
like
cannot do my.
365,000.
There we go. Isn't that terrible? You ever have a moment where your brain stops working on you? I immediately woke up this morning to phone calls, and I haven't left the phone yet. And that started at 6 o'clock this morning, 7 o'clock. Okay, so that means everybody holding GFAM would have to sell them 1.36 times. And if you guys understand how, the market value increases by not using GFAM to mint these tokens does not hurt anything at all. Because as people are coming in and they're minting these miners, they're evolving the miners, and then they're unlocking that mining dock. And so they need dock slot 7. They need that GFAM. Now, GFAM would be way above 50 cents at this point, but I like to use low numbers, so we're just figuring it at 50 cents. That's literally pulling out about $250 million worth of GFAM that I haven't even included in this valuation. And the only reason I didn't include it in the valuation is because I'm not 100% sure where GFAM would be at, because I haven't gone in and done the spreadsheet to get that factual number based on just the ecosystem and the use of that token. Now, remember when we were talking about being able to convert a percentage of your GFAM for the move quest? That would pull 150 million GFAM out of circulation. Now, let me show you what that looks like, okay, for the GFAM. And let me just change this to 150. Let's say it'd be 150, be 165 million that would be remaining in circulation. That would mean that everybody who's still holding GFAM, the pressure would be on the market to sell those GFAM, everybody who's holding them, at least 3 times. So I want to make sure that everybody following me right now, or if I lost anybody yet, I want to make sure everybody is on board and they understand what I'm doing here. That you're understanding how this ecosystem is working for both of these tokens at the same time. Is everybody clear? I know you are, Brandon. Okay, Kenny is. All right, good. Now, let's go to the submissions of the proof of physical activity from the mining. Every single day, you submit that activity. If you have a community of people who are submitting that activity to mine these tokens, 25,000 people submitting is 17,500 a day. That's coming in through B&B. That's 122,000 a week. That's 525,000 a month. And that's 6,387,000 per year, just with a community of 25,000. Okay, now remember, there's nobody new coming in. Not one single person is ever going to mint a miner again at 25,000. Let's just say that happens. But do you see how that 25,000 people that's using the ecosystem is generating that market value? Now, this is only one side of the token. This 6.3 million still has to be paired to MoveQuest and GFAM. So that 6 million is actually over 12 million, meaning each one of them tokens are stabilizing at $6 million per year with just a community of 25,000 people. It's not new money coming in, it's using the ecosystem. Then we move on to the features that we're adding. Challenges, events, leasing, the boosts, the gems, the mystery boxes, the gamification, the avatars, the accessories, all these things that come along with real life gamification. We're figuring that just on average, the person in the community is only going to spend $10 a month in the ecosystem. This is the equivalent of $3 million based on 10 million using MoveQuest or GFAM, pulling more of that token out of circulation. Now, when this token comes out of circulation, it's not sold by the project. What you guys have to understand, and this is significant, and I think a lot of people are missing this. When you're using these tokens within the ecosystem, it's added back as liquidity paired to the USDT that's coming in through the evolution. So when you're using these tokens in the ecosystem, you're not padding my pocket or anybody else's pocket. You're stabilizing that market value for future use of this platform, of this project. And so all of this is staying with the community. This is huge. This is significant. 90% of everything you do within the ecosystem stays with the community. So the more people using the community, the higher the market value. Why? Because you have to go to the exchange, you have to buy the token, you have to come back, you have to mint the miners, you evolve the miners, you plug them in, you start submitting your proof of physical activity, you claim your tokens, you participate in the gamification, you're creating and joining challenges, you're doing all the fun things the app will provide. And all the while, you're getting more fit, becoming more healthy, and you're getting wealthy on the way. This is like completely never been done with a project in the crypto space. We are the first to do this. And we're not a blockchain, okay? Blockchains are self-funded ecosystems. We're not a blockchain. We're a project built on a blockchain that operates with the same philosophy and values and concepts as your self-funded ecosystems, which are blockchains. We are the first to do this. I'm not saying that there's not projects that might add some of their utility to the liquidity, but I haven't found one yet. And trust me, I've been searching. So if any of you find one, let me know. I would love to see it because so far, and trust me, I'm real good at finding these projects. I can't find one anywhere. So we are setting a precedence in the crypto space. Now, looking at this valuation, when we reach, if we reach our goal of 25,000 in our community by the end of September, you would see the MoveQuest token have a market value of around $7.83. And this is based on everybody selling at least 75% of their tokens. So now you know that if only 25% are selling their tokens, you're looking at a much higher market value. This is figuring that only 25% of the community isn't going to sell everything that they're mining on a day-to-day basis. That's a very healthy market price for 75% selling. And it can go even higher than that, but there's other factors that come in, and I'm not going to start confusing people. But what I do, and this is 25,000 people, our goal is to have a community of 1 million people by next June, 1 year from today. I'm going to just, because it's my favorite number, and I know Brandon's laughing to himself right now because they always laugh at me when I do this. That's where your MoveQuest token would be at when we have 1 million users using our ecosystem. And so I'm not hyping anything up, but this is kind of like your reset if you missed out on Bitcoin, because we're following the Bitcoin philosophy. The only thing we're lacking right now is the community. When that community is here, and they will be, you can see what this can do. And this is just 1 year. Now you got to remember, you got a project that is stabilizing itself with $2.9 billion every single year from the community using the ecosystem. It's not just $2.9 million in USDT and BNB. It's not like people are going out and having to spend $2.9 billion. This is also using the MoveQuest token, using the GFAM token, using what you're mining within the ecosystem, doing the challenges and the events because you use the MoveQuest token, you use the GFAM token. So this isn't bringing in $2.9 billion in USDT. Okay, pulling the life out of people's pocketbooks from the bank account. That's not what this is doing. It's part of that whole self-funding ecosystem. But that $2.9 billion is being added if we never grew past 1 million people, and let's say that's the way it was for 10 years, this equals this times 10 years, that's $29 billion that liquidity pool is at. That makes this token worth $48,000. And you can get them right now for 25 cents. So it's a big deal, what we're doing. And just to give everybody a chance to ask me questions, is there anything that anybody does not understand that I can clear up before I have to be on my 2 o'clock presentation? Right now, I have access to the safe. Can I start over? No. However, Craig, I can sit here and talk about this forever.
Well, I think, Lynette, you did a good job. For those of you who ever wanted to see what it looks like under the hood, you can't get any better than that. But one of the key
so
things
let
that
me
really-
hang on real quick, Brandon, because I want
Yep.
to kind of expand on the safe right now. So right now, because we're still getting the tokens listed, we still have the gamification and all this good stuff that we're adding. Once we are done, what will happen is we use that time machine. Okay, the GFAM gets locked up on June 9th, 2.5 billion. You guys all know how that works. Same thing with the Move Quest token. They get locked in a time machine, and the safe and the time machine work together. At that point, nobody will have access to the safe, not even myself. Okay, so what happens at that point is it's all automated. But right now, because we still don't have the time machine set up, and because we still are getting the tokens listed, we're still getting the liquidity sale done. And here's the thing, we don't own the tokens, okay? Those contracts are renounced. Even the Market Quest token, that contract is renounced. I can't go in and do anything with the supply. I can't mint more. I can't do anything of that nature. But as soon as we're done with the liquidity sale, and on June 9th, this takes place, okay? The MoveQuest token will be locked in that time machine. There will be X amount that will be in that safe for the airdrop. And when that happens, that transition takes place, I do not have access to that myself. Okay, right now I do, because we're in the process of getting all of these last features set up. So just so everybody knows, when I say, well, right now I have access to it, it's because I have to have access to it. But once we get to June 9th, I won't have access to those tokens. I won't be able to manipulate them. I won't be able to take from them if I want to. I won't be able to do anything of that sort. Those are now locked in their smart contracts, and the smart contracts know what to do with them moving forward. So hopefully everybody understands that. And I didn't sound because sometimes I know I sound kind of like, well, I do, but that's why I do. So everybody understands that. So hopefully that answers your question. Oh, and just another thing, he says, God forbid something happens to you. So here's here's the safety point. We will have 50 partners. We do have, okay, for example, my legal team does have access to, well, I shouldn't say they have access. They don't have access to it right now, but everything is in a lockbox safe at a bank, which has access to the private keys and everything that needs to be done. My lawyers have my will as to how that is handled so that this moves forward. When it comes to anything significant, the developer has half of a private key. I have the other half of a private key. Neither of us have both. So to access the system, if something happens, you have to have both pieces. My attorney has access to both pieces, but myself and the developer only has access to half of it. All right. So if something were to happen, like the developer, our lead developer, anything, God forbid, happened to him, anything happened to me, There are 5 people. They do not know who they are. They are trusted people within our project that my lawyer will contact and will give them access to make this move forward. And then the partners, through our partnership that's taking place, that voting system is still in motion. Everything moves forward, whether I'm dead or alive. Just so everybody understands that. Nothing happens to this project. I will keep my lawyer private because that is nobody's business. Not saying that to be rude, Judy, but I am not going down that road because I feel if you want to pay my legal fees, I'll tell you who he is. But until then, that's my business.
Well, that's a great question. I know Mr. Dawkins, man, Ramon, he's an expert in the crypto space for years, so he knew the right questions to ask. So thank you for that answer, Miss Lynette.
You're
Someone
welcome.
did ask
The
about
smart contract
auditing as well.
audits. Yep, smart contract audits will not be done until we have finished challenges, the leasing, and the marketplace for very specific reasons. One, audits are so expensive. Anybody can go to our contracts and you can read our code. If you know anything about smart contracts, or if you know anybody who does, they can go to those smart contracts and they can tell you themselves there is nothing malicious in those contracts, that they are secure. But when we're done, then we will have the contracts audited that have specific use for the community, meaning anything that has to do with your money, right? So when I say that, when you want to submit, you want to claim, you want to evolve, you want to mint, anything where you have to spend money, those contracts will be audited. But right now, because this project operates anywhere, I can't even remember what number we're at now because we've retired so many contracts and then we've redone some of the contracts. Everything has to talk to each other. All these contracts are communicating with this data that's on the blockchain. When I say this, talk about, okay, building a community. We do have a unilevel structure, but the commission contract has to be able to know what the mining dot contract is doing, because if somebody comes in, for example, and they create a wallet to mint a miner, then they decide they're going to stack 10 wallets underneath it and start building under wallet 11, that compensation contract is checking those 10 wallets in between to make sure that they're actually mining. Because if they're not mining, then they get bypassed and there's no commission paid to a wallet in the compensation plan that isn't mining. Anybody who's not mining is able to get direct commission. This gets rid of wallet stacking. This gets rid of people trying to bypass their sponsors who have come in or who have brought them in and shared this project with them. It's kind of an anti-cheat situation. Then you've got all of the physical activity, okay, in the activities contract. That's got an algorithm for anti-cheating to be able to find mechanical submissions versus true physical activity. And that contract's got to be able to talk to the mining dot contract. When I use the word talk, it's just so you guys can understand they really aren't talking to each other, but they're checking that data back and forth. So to make sure that they're mining, that the miners are, they just have to, that they're not using more than one wallet, that's in the compensation plan. Basically, all of these contracts are communicating this data to make this run smooth. So here's what happens. If I go out and I say, yep, we're going to audit these contracts today, and some of these contracts are going to cost us upwards of $15,000 to $25,000 per contract, and then we get to, let's say, the leasing feature. And all of a sudden, my developers decide they need to redo the mining doc because we're already on mining doc V3. And now they got to do mining doc V4. I just wasted $25,000 because that audit that I did on the contract that we're no longer using because they needed to update or upgrade the existing mining doc, I would have to audit it again. So we're in our final phase of this project. The core infrastructure is done. Now we're just adding the features of the ecosystem. So we're completing the build in of that ecosystem, what people are using. And so when we do this, once that's completed, we will have all of those contracts audited. They will all be I can't talk, accessible by the community, which they already are. And everybody will be able to see exactly what we've done. But right now, because we didn't do a pre-sale, we have no investors, we didn't do your typical project raise to build this. This has been fully funded by me and done on a budget. And so I am frugal and won't waste that money on audits that would have to be redone. So hopefully everybody understands that. When you have a project that's giving back 90%, you should be relatively confident that you're working with somebody that's not greedy, that's not here to manipulate or screw anybody over. If I was going to do that, I'd just take 100% of all of it like all the other projects do.
And how much of your own money have you already put into this, Lynette?
Let's put it this way. It's in the millions and it's a lot. More than I thought it was going to cost.
Go ahead, Patty Geis has a quick question.
Hi, good morning. Thank you both, Brandon and Lynette, for that. I'm excited about it. So I have a question for you, Lynette. Something that may be able to help to reach that 10,000 goal by the end of June with ease. So if the timing were right and the right component was presented to you, would you be open to looking at the possibility of some type of either the ability to accept credit cards to enroll to
No,
acquire the miners, or will it always be through tokens?
always tokens. We're completely decentralized. You'll never see one iota bit of centralization here ever.
So by having a credit card component to be able to have to acquire the miners, it would have to be centralized to do that?
Credit cards are centralized. That's banking and it's KYC. It's taking in everybody's information. And now that makes us a custodian of people's money. It makes us liable if a credit card decides not to allow us or people start charging back. We will never, ever do it. We are completely decentralized. People, you have to come to appreciate the power behind the decentralization of not having, it makes me liable too. Because now, you know what I mean? Now you've got me managing money. You've got me, bringing money in through a credit card system. That's not what this is about. This literally is 100% on chain. Our servers cost less than $25 a month because we don't store any data. We become centralized. We're now storing data. Now I've got servers. Now we've entered into a centralized system and now we're not compliant with the SEC. Now we've got problems. And so we'll never do any of the centralization here.
Got you. I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
And it's like the consultant just said, and brings unwanted attention. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind the attention because we've built this the exact way you're supposed to build a decentralized crypto project. Full utility, no investors, everything's decentralized, everything is on chain. I don't control nothing. Everybody's paid in real time. There's no Ponzi. We don't need new money for this project to be sustainable. And so I don't mind the attention, really it goes to show, I mean, we've got some of your cryptics already, or your, people that like to come out and think that they are smarter than the rest. And, this is what this is. And I just laugh because they are dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah, it just goes to show how much stupidity they actually have because they think that they can evaluate a project and, lump it into a category as a Ponzi scheme and act like they're smart when all they're doing is showing how actually unintelligent they are. And I'm not talking about our community. I'm talking about your cryptics that want to, the ones that want to say, behind MLM, for example, or this bug called Dan to Heck as another example. They think they're coming out and that they're going to save the world. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of scam projects out there. You don't have to be real bright because every one you touch, about 99 of them are going to fail because they're not built truly decentralized. They're not built with a self-funding ecosystem. They're not designed the way we've designed this. And so when they come out, I laugh. It's like, you are so gonna look like an idiot. Nobody is ever gonna believe a word you say because you don't even know how to tell the difference between a scam and a decentralized project. I could go out if I didn't know anything about crypto and I could say 99 out of every 100 projects is going to fail and is a scam, and I could do it just guessing. But when I get to a legitimate project and I want to call it a scam, because me, the person who was here, I've been in an MLM before that was shut down. Okay, who hasn't? If you're in the MLM network, that doesn't make me a scammer. You know, I got scammed just as much as the rest of them did. So maybe I made more money than the other ones that got scammed, but that makes me the scammer. No, we all got scammed. You know, I just am a big mouth. I don't have a problem getting up in front of people. I'm not shy. So I can get out there and I can promote something and I can bring people into something. You know, how am I supposed to know that the people that are behind those projects are going to run with the money or close down or whatever, you know? So in 2015, I completely quit doing any of that stuff. I mean, things do fail. I don't think everybody wants to create something with the idea that it's going to fail. But if you don't do your homework, if you don't have your I's dotted and your T's crossed, a lot of the things I did in the past that I failed at or that shut down is what brought me to today's point. It was a learning experience. You know what I mean? You learn what was wrong, what was right, and then you can develop and you can create something the right way. And so, you know, you have to be kind of, you have to want to learn the space to understand it. I'm not picking at you, Patty. I'm just trying to explain, like, you know, people will come in, the minute we went centralized, we've got a big problem. You know what I mean? Now you've got issues. And, you know, I love talking about this project. I don't care if we bring attention to it. I want to bring attention to it. I hope people understand that this project needs that attention, because guess what happens to the scammers? When people learn how a project's supposed to be built, completely decentralized, where you have control, not me, you, then those scammers go away. Why? Because now the communities, the people in the crypto space, they're knowledgeable. Now they get it. And so when people won't join their crap, they're going to quit building. You know, they're going to quit wasting their time and their money because they can't sucker everybody into it anymore. And they'll go away. And, you know, if these critics that are out there had half a brain about them, they'd learn what they're talking about so that they could educate people on what they don't want to be a part of. I had to really laugh. Dan DeHeck, sorry, he laughing at him. So we all know Boomerang's one of the biggest failures out there. Scam, scam, scam. All that is a kickoff of hyper fun, hyper cash, hyperverse, hyper global, hyper world, hyper everything they did. And he was showing them why, and he's going through the list of blockchain. Now everybody understands this, right? When there's a transaction, so let's say Brandon mints a miner, right? And then I come in and mint a miner. I was the last transaction connected to Brandon because those two are linked together he's my sponsor, links us together. So Dan DeHeck is on there. He's trying to show how these blockchains work, and he's going down the list. Well, you see up here, look at this. They had to spend $100, but look down here. They only got 99. Oh my God, I was laughing. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you just really creamed yourself right there, because that last transaction is what they made. They spent $99 and they cashed out 100. They made $1. But here he's trying to show how they lost money because there was $100 spend and they only got 99, 7 or 8 rows down. And I'm thinking, oh, you're making such a fool of yourself, more than the way you sound, just not even knowing what to talk about. You don't even understand blockchain. So I don't mind the attention. I feel it's a way to educate people, because by the time I get done explaining how the ecosystem works, the self-funding ecosystem, how the decentralization works, how the community is completely in control, I have no control of nothing. Your money is waiting for you immediately. You're waiting for your money. Your money is waiting for you. In your scams, you're waiting for your money. That means that you're waiting for somebody to push a button in those centralized projects, or not truly decentralized. You have to wait for your money. Here, the money's already waiting for you. It's waiting for you to push a button to make a call to that contract so you can get it. There's no point of failure here. No point of failure. So the attention, I don't mind the attention.
Well, we'll do one more question, and then I know, Lynette, you got to run to your meeting coming up. So, Mr. Leonard, go right ahead.
Hello, Lynette. When will the crypto education be added to our back office?
I am hoping that will be done by June 9th. That is our goal. So Brandon's already got everything that we need ready to go, but we're really working diligently to get these challenges and the events up. And then the next piece is to get Brandon's academy up on the website, make it available to everybody. Then we're moving to the leasing in the marketplace stage. So challenges, events, academy, leasing, and it moves on down the line. So Brandon is next on the priority list. And as far as burning the private keys, you guys, we'll give you more information on that, but I have to tell you, there are certain things that we cannot burn keys on because we have to do updates. Not everything that's within this project's got to do with just the community. Some of the stuff is features that we've added that have nothing to do with your money. So whatever has to do with your money or your ability to claim the money, we will relinquish all access to that. But you've got to understand, we got over 50 something smart contracts. And I'm not trying to make it sound like you don't know what you're talking about, but trust me, I know what I am doing when it comes to this. So everything will be done exactly as it is to be done. But anything that has to do with a person's funds, we will not have access to, ever. But we have to be able to finish this. The
All right,
withdrawals
all
are
right.
not a wasted step. I got to explain this to him too.
Mhm.
Now, this is a self-funded ecosystem. Saying that the withdrawals are a wasted step is not true because there's a fee to get those withdrawals, and you as the person who is claiming those are going to pay those fees. It's not going to be an expense on the community. If we just send them to your wallet, that means that the project has to absorb that expense, and we won't do that because it affects the liquidity. So a user has to push that button, they have to make a call to that contract, and they incur the expense, the project will not. Every single thing we do here is done for a reason, and it's done for the stability of the project.
All right. Well, thank you for all of that information. Like I said, for the last hour, you guys got a look underneath the hood of how GetFit works. This call was recorded, so you can always go back and take your time. And don't worry about that you didn't understand any of that stuff if you're not into crypto. All you need to know is that it works, and that's how it works. And you can prove it by downloading the app, getting your miners, and seeing your physical activity and seeing your rewards and getting paid out instantly on that. I love how this is built up in a truly decentralized way for everybody's benefit. And you want to definitely make sure you want to go for those top 50 partnerships that's open right now. So on another time, we can go over what that is.
Brandon,
Yep.
Brandon, hang on, I'm going to interrupt you one more time because I want to make a comment to Ramon. I apologize to him because I misread what he was saying. He was explaining that the instant commissions are how life should run across the board, not withdrawals on a centralized project. So I apologize to you, Ramon, or Raymond Ramon, I'm not sure how you say your name,
It's a
for
razor
not
remote.
reading that properly. But at the same time, I also got to explain to you why you have to claim those commissions. So you guys, I know I sound rude sometimes, and I don't mean to be. I have so much stress on my plate that it's like my brain almost feels like it's exploding on a day-to-day basis. So I want to apologize to you if I sounded rude, but I also got to explain why you have to claim those commissions because you guys have to pay those fees. The project cannot. So Ramon, thank you for making that clarification. Brandon, sorry to interrupt you.
No problem. I got to call him that. I know Ramon since 2016, 17, and he's been one of the pioneers of helping community learn about cryptocurrency and crypto projects. So he knows the right questions to ask. I'm gonna call you that, Mr. Dawkins. Razor Ramon. That's a good one there.
Yeah,
So
we've
with
got a
that,
great
guys,
community. I love our community.
well, we're gonna go ahead and end it. I will post this recording up. I'll put it in the GetFit Mining official news once it's done uploading. We will be back on Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern. We will 45 minutes or less. We'll be in and out with our presentation. Invite guests. The more guests you invite, the more chance you have of winning some free miners as well. But right now, I got to say this before we get off here. We're talking about a token launch on June 9th. You already know when it's going to launch. We're talking about the price right now at 25 cents right now. We're talking about if we get on sale, it can be at 42 cents at launch. And we're talking about once we have 1 million people in our ecosystem, that token going to $488 that you're getting for 25 cents right now. Not a guarantee, but based on the math. If we have that many people and they're doing these certain things, that's what it is. And there's already another health and wellness company that put 1.5 million people in business in 13 months. What do you think we can do in 1 year if we get out there and share and build this project? So with that, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lynette, for taking your time out. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy your holiday weekend.